be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Overton. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The give, it's Overton. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, after their opponent just scored a TD, they need a touchdown themselves to tie this one. And what a big-time run there on 3rd down. I don't know if the defense was expecting them to hand it off, but once he got the football, man, he knew exactly where that first down marker was, and he made sure he got it to keep his offense on the field.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Keeps it on the ground. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. And they swarm him under.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looking for the marker. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll run the screen. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here, make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast, slip it to them, try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about...
Goes high to pull it in, and he scores! Touchdown, Louisville!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helped out his offense a few extra yards in field position. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Cuts it upfield. It's Overton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On play action. Flush to the left. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a 1st down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. Rolling right and going deep. Got it down the field. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Off play action. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the back. Brought down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Tight end now in motion. The fake wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You could just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Paul.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Right back to it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Going to the run, it's Overton. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll run it on fourth down. Headed to the end zone, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. From deep, it's Hughes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Throws to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Hey, guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
Throws for the tight end. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Hand off, Isaac Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman, just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Skinner. Snags it and he's open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Cardinals trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They go 83 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 15, here's the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Hokies in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
2nd and long here. Hits the hole. It's Overton. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Just a complete misfire.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Turns up, it's Brown. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Fast motion in the jet sweep. Long way to go on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And listen,
and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Maybe some room here. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing.
Touchdown, Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the tight end. Sells the run, looking to pass. Lets it fly on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Hokies right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Using his legs, it's Overton. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Line space, it's Overton. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. run to the right. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. They'll run it. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get a...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Moves the pocket. It's Baker. Fires to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with UCF taking on the number 14 team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Knights coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind...
Going for the big play. Upstairs to make the catch. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll send the tight end in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Complete in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
A give to Brown. Down he goes.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Out wide left, it's Richardson. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. And they're already trailing. Needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand. From inside the 15, here comes the return.
Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
All over him immediately.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Keeps it going. Lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Handoff, Isaac Brown. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Looking for the edge. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Past the 45. Oh, look out on the right. Attack. Touchdown, Louisville. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Louisville's offense is taking the field, and they look ready to go. Tells to run, wants to pass. Going for 6. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff for Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely center cut. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Overton. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The play fake. Buys time to his left. He's going to run it. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the 2. A give to Brown. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Next is the score. Louisville 51, Virginia Tech 14. Number 48, set to advance on the play.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. He's got 93 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Hokies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short.
Looking for a big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Burrowing for yardage. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Defense in press coverage. Tight end now in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They want to throw it. Left side is Richardson. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guys...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And that's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Hokies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The run inside. It's Overton.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Takes the handoff. It's Overton. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Hokies line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. And the extra point is good. So they get it on the edge of the red zone and go 20 yards. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. One more time, it's Brown. Dragged down.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Trying to beat the D deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing.
Wide open, he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds, big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Sells to fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's going to let it go. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And this defense has put a game.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
He wants to go deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but
he lets it fly. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here.